How do I make a song? Hi, everybody. Oh, man, that was really heart-wrenching. How do I make a song? Yeah, we're going to talk about that, how to make a song and how to write lyrics for that, just a little bit, right? But mostly it's the tune of it today. Now, this is going to be more of an advanced video. I'm not going to say this is how to do a chord. I'm just going straight into how to get those feels and make other people feel what you're feeling most in this song and approach a little emotional journey for that. Now, I'm Johnny May. I don't have time to do cuts or edits because of so much stuff that's happening in my life, but what I do have is information. So please, if you agree or disagree, post in the comments. Let's hash it out. And we got this. We're going to just spread love to everybody. That's what we're here for, right? Everybody should be singing in their lives. And I totally agree with that. And if you don't, then start thinking differently. Because singing does something very special to our brains in cognitive development. And so does song making. It has everything to do with that. Let's say that you already have a song done. And there's just certain parts like, how do I make a melody there? I want to tell you, here's the biggest tip for this. Find that song and then, or find the emotion that you want of that part of the song, and then make noise. Now, I know that sounds stupid, but hear me out. When you are the top of your feels, whether it's angry or happy or confused or whatever, we make sounds. Sounds are the very first thing that come out of our mouth, right? So I'm angry, ugh. Or if I'm happy, like, or excited, or happy, like, hey, yeah. I have these weird things that happen vocally before I have words. And it's immediate. We don't have time to think of words when we're at our top of our feels or when I'm angry. Oh, I'm sorry if I scared you. But you get the point. Like what I just did there, all those things made you feel something too and made you react. I'm sorry, I'm pointing a lot, but I just get so excited about this. So here's the deal. Let's say that you're writing a melody and it's about the way that someone left you. And it's at that peak moment where you want people to understand the emotional hurt that you felt. What kind of sounds would you make if somebody actually hurt you? And this is what I recommend doing. So that you feel that you can be the most free to write that melody. I would record yourself and I would just go through the motions of someone hurting you and how you just don't have enough words. And let me laugh a little bit. All right, now you heard that? Rewind it back and see if I could mimic that here. Do you see how I took that sound and I made it into a melody? Now you can play around with that and see where it can give you. See what it can do to help you out writing these beautiful melodies. Okay? Let me go through a piece where somebody betrayed you and you don't care. Ooh. Oh. How can I turn that to melody? Doom, doom, dum, 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 ba, doom, doom, dum, 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 yeah. Okay, now we can put words to it. Don't you think that you control me? Right? All of a sudden I have that angry, don't you think that you control me? And you can now, all of a sudden, you have a basis to go off of and have a way to spitball fire. And by the way, if you record something that was so dumb and sounds so awful, and by the way, I'm improving this. None of this is like predetermined, right? So I'm improving on the spot here. If you like anything I do there, oh my gosh, right? You're not going to recreate the original track that nobody has done before. Music is being so live and so out there, and there's so many originals that you've never heard before. You're not going to create something original. Sorry. And if you're mad about that, then get over it. It's okay. It's okay. You're the organization of the words. Like you're not going to recreate a language unless you're Tolkien or something. But Tolkien. Oh, anyway. So you're going to rearrange the letters though. Rearrange the words to make a story. So going into how you feel there, you need to make sure that you're always acceptable to things and trust your heart and your gut. If you record something bad, do not throw it away. Take that bad recording and be like, oh, look at this. I'm never doing that. That's a really bad example. True artists they just don't get rid of their bad stuff. They hang it on a wall. They're really successful artists, and they then celebrate it and be like, okay, that was a bad idea. Look at this one. Yeah, that was really bad. Let's not do that. Oh, yeah, remember why it was bad? That's right. And they just start ahead faster. Think about like Pixar when they first made Woody. Woody was a horrible idea. Look at the first Woody to what it was and then what it turned into, amazing. And not getting rid of those bad prototypes, aka your bad prototype songs. That's another tip. Don't get rid of those. The next thing that I want you to do, let me pause here. Okay, back. So if you have a really, really, really bad melody, like let's say your melody is awful, but you put the emotional journey that somebody's having there and it's true and authentic, then there you go. Like it'll work out. Like if a melody is ba 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 ba, I think it sounds like a game show. Ba 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 ba. Now I put like anger into that. I don't ever want to. You hear that? But if I go, I don't ever want to, that type of singing will cause somebody to feel like complacent. I don't ever want to. I'm annoyed by it. Or I don't ever want to. Let's talk about what that would feel. How did that make you feel, right? Whatever you felt by that exact vocal inflection of what I just did is how the audience is going to feel. Let's go to In Love, like that vocal thing that I did. Ba 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 da ba ba. Let's make it in love now. I don't ever want to be with someone else. Then all of a sudden, when you add on to things, it just comes out. Any bad vocal anything could be made better, despite it being flat or sharp. We could fix the pitches, but any accurate pitch can be made better by understanding the singing and where it comes from the heart. So I challenge you to write a melody every day, whether it be 5 seconds or 5 hours long, whatever your thing is, and just be true to the feelings you have, using the trick of making sounds that you would normally make in that emotional state. The last thing I want to say is this. Pilot it in front of people, in front of a live audience, in front of the internet. People are mean on the internet. Stop doing that, by the way. Stop being mean. So pilot it. And what I mean is pilot it, but ask the right questions. So when you're displaying a song, go to a part where you like or don't like and say, is this believable? Do you understand what the emotional context is? Do you believe that is what the emotional integrity, is the emotional integrity coming off believable here? If you do all that and then completely be open to feedback, be completely, oh, well, I want it this way and I want to stick my guns up, but like, listen to people, listen to your heart. You know what? I do want to say though, you'll hear artists like Justin Timberlake talking about how nobody thought this, his album Future Sex Love Sounds was going to do well because of some of the stuff that he picked, and then it did. So there's a lot of times where our heart, if it's really telling you like this is going to work, it's meant to work, be careful of that rather than ego being like, no, this is what I wanted, this is what I chose, so it doesn't have to be anything, but it has to be true, it has to come from you. You got this, keep writing, never stop practicing, and if you have a song that you love and you want feedback on, put it here. I got you, and everybody else, no hate, only love. And if you're throwing hate out there, like, don't, just ignore it. That means you become famous, because there's a lot of famous people that get some hate, and it's okay. Be awesome. Find a way to sing.